Hey gorgeous! My name's Victoria Tippett. I'm an international psychic medium and transformational coach. What does that mean? That means I have a connection to spirit, to source, to divine, whatever you want to call it. I call it spirit, where we leave the earth plane and we go into the spiritual realm. So we are here today to give you a reading of what is going to happen this week, and I'm going to do it slightly differently without cards this week. But before we go on to that, if you want to join me over on Facebook in my Facebook group, The Limitless Spiritual Woman, and if you want to have yourself a one-to-one with me, then you need to use the links below. We can deep dive into all the things, bringing forward your spirit guides and your past loved ones and your ancestors to give you messages that you need to hear to help you move forward. So I am going to be doing the reading today. We're not going to be using cards today, just to give it a bit of a different flair today. Now, what Spirit want us to know today for this week is that there is so much coming up for you right now. The energy that we have got right now is being huge. We've had the full moon. We've had so many different parts of the spring equinox coming up, and we're coming into this new transition and this new part of the healing that is going to be happening at the beginning of this month. So obviously the beginning of this month is going to be huge, and there is going to be a lot of shifts and changes that are coming over the next couple of months. But right now, this week, what we need to focus on is us and our energy. When we start to look back at what has happened at the beginning of this year, there has been a lot of things where we've had a few wobbles, where it's maybe not gone the way that you have thought that it should have done or you'd hoped it had done. Now, as we start to step into this next part of the journey, what we need to do now is reflect on what has happened over the beginning part of the year. Now, a lot of that will, as I said, not have happened in the way that you wanted it to happen, and that is okay, right? But what we need to do now is that we need to focus on what we learned in those processes, or what we can take away from them. Now, every opportunity that we experience is an experience where we can learn and grow and heal from. And so right now, for us to have this most amazing next part of this journey, where we're coming up, and we're not just talking about this week, but we're talking about the next coming months, we need to be able to start to release those things from the last few months that have happened. So if there's something that's happened for you that has not gone your way, and you're just like, oh, the beginning part of this year has been really hellish, or it's just really not worked and gone in my favor, now is the time for you to reflect on that and release it. This is bringing up a lot of energetics where we need to start releasing. This is the best time to start releasing, is right now, and coming up over this next week, starting to continue to release those things that no longer serve us. When we are starting to release them and we look back and what we reflect on and really see what has come up for us, what was that the universe was trying to show us, what is it that we're trying to heal and release, that is the key part to your growth. And that is what we need to be looking at this week, is the massive growth that we're going to be having, the massive energetic shifts that are happening. But as we look at those energetic shifts, the only way that we can connect and move forward and make space to move forward and have the best next part of it is to use this week, this energetics of this week, to really create change and shifts from what we've experienced previously. So when we have experienced those things and we start to move forward with them, that's where we get to release them. Otherwise, we're going to keep bouncing around and staying stagnant. The energy is trying to shift and move forward, but we are also bouncing back because we've not learnt the lesson. So there's a lot of back and forth energy, and so you may be feeling more exhausted. You may be feeling like, what is this energy that's going on? The energy right now is creating us to feel a little bit more tired. It's creating us to feel a little bit more hot, cold, a bit achy, because it's just so many vortexes and so much releasing. But if you're not allowing that releasing to happen in the way that it needs to happen and the way the growth needs to happen for you, then we are going to find ourselves in this space where we're not going to be growing and moving forward in the way that we want to. So now is the time to release. Now is the time to reflect and move forward. Let's quantum leap. Quantum leaping is so powerful, and we can do that by literally releasing the things that no longer serve us, healing them, and moving forward from them. So that's your work this week. That is what is coming up for us this week, this gorgeous energy. Of course, you don't have to reflect on the beginning part of the year if you don't want to, and of course you don't have to do any work if you don't want to, but we will maintain that kind of energy. The energy is going to keep trying to shift, and if we don't assist it, then we are going to feel that we're going to be being pulled back, and we're going to have this push-pull energy. So have the most amazing week. If you, as I said, want to join my Facebook group, then I'm a spiritual woman, the links are below. If you want to go for a deep dive with me where you have access to me and have a one-to-one with me. We go for a deep dive into what is coming up for you, what it is that you need moving forward, how we can get you moving forward in the most amazing way. And if you need support with healing and releasing this energy, then that is exactly my that's my jam, baby. So if you want to do that, then feel free to use the links below. Otherwise, I will see you again soon. Take care. Have the most amazing week.